And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years. So Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. None
of that is valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you. Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not a fictitious corporation. I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
We've got a very heated court hearing with a sovereign citizen today. This guy is facing charges for embezzling over $60,000. And of course, he tries to pull the usual sovereign citizen nonsense. But the judge in this case, she's absolutely hilarious. And I love the way she handles this guy. Seriously, she has zero patience for his antics. It's wild to watch because you can see the tension in the room, but the judge keeps her composure and doesn't let him get away with any of his games. Honestly, it's one of those moments where you just sit back and admire how firmly she puts him in his place. You really get a sense of how important it is to have someone in the courtroom who won't be intimidated by nonsense. What do you guys think about the judge in this one? If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's dive in.
So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, Your Honor, I am aware that Mr. Musgrove wants to present information to the court. I'm happy to be standby counsel if he wants to represent himself. Obviously, this court would have to go through the colloquy of that, but obviously it's Mr. Musgrove's legal right to at least ask the court to do that. So I'm here to observe at this point.
All right. So, Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
Well, what I'm understanding is that the courts is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name.
Why do these sovereign citizens keep using the all caps excuse? That one just makes no sense to me. Like, what does the case being in all caps even prove? If anything, it just makes them look like they Googled sovereign citizen loopholes for 10 minutes and picked the first thing they saw. Honestly, if they're gonna argue that the courts don't have jurisdiction, I'd rather they just not show up at all. That way, the court doesn't have to waste time on this nonsense and can get straight to the real cases. What do you guys think? Is the all caps thing as confusing to you as it is to me? Let me know in the comments. But let's dive back in.
What do you mean it is?
No.
The Supreme Court says it is.
What does it say it is?
The Supreme Court says that if we were at the age of 18, we were supposed to claim our minor status.
Nope, not valid.
Okay.
So here's what I would say to you. Mr. Dagger Margosian is, like most of our public defenders, exceptional attorneys and very well versed in the law and very experienced. He gives legal advice. You may not like the legal advice, but it's usually good advice. I've never had anyone from the public defender's office not wholeheartedly try to represent their clients. So what you are talking about is not valid, and it is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
Everyone involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case.
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it gets dismissed. I don't make any money off you. We have budgets. The court system is not a profit generating revenue. We are here to represent people so that people who are charged with crimes are protected. People who are victims of crimes are protected. And that's why we have all these.
In order for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, there is a victim in this case.
The victim would be the company.
You are charged.
I can't face.
Actually, let me grab the right file. Is failure. Oh, this is let me see. This is an embezzlement charge. So you are charged in count one with embezzlement 50,000 or more, but less than 100,000. That being an agent, servant, or employee of Hardwoods of Michigan Industries did convert to your own use without the consent of your employer or principal industrial tools and equipment in the amount of $68,938.40 or money or equipment. And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years.
Don't most sovereign citizens try to demand a jury trial too? If that's the case here, this guy is totally screwed. Every time I see a sovereign citizen demand a jury trial, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. It just never ends well for them. They get caught up in their own weird beliefs, and then the jury ends up thinking they're crazy. Which, honestly, they pretty much are. I'm pretty sure this guy is on track to get the full 15 years. It's just a matter of time before the judge gets fed up and the jury starts losing patience. What do you guys think? Does this guy have a chance in his jury trial, or is it going to be a disaster? Let's get back to this idiot.
You're charged in count two with using a computer to commit a crime. To facilitate the charge in count one, that carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison. And the way the statute's set up, I can actually stack those possibly. So you potentially could be looking at up to 25 years in prison. So the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions, and a third party.
But their
can't stand
representative
it.
can. Yes, they can. Yes,
They
they
can?
can. Yes, they
Okay.
can. So I have 189,000 of student loan debt that was forgiven to be a lawyer. You do not. And Mr. Dagger Margosian, Mr. Isaac Sneed, all of the attorneys here went to law school to know the law, and their job is to advise you of the law. So
Yeah,
yes,
but
they
they're
can.
going-
Yes,
they're
you
going
can
by
be charged.
Everything,
You
all the
can't-
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
for
legal.
corporations. They're for fictitious.
Still a crime. Still a
corporations.
crime.
But I'm not
Still a
a fictitious
crime.
corporation, I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're
Okay.
standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
That means nothing. That's not valid. It's
Okay.
not you.
I need some time to think.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this for another pretrial on March 20th at 8:30 in the morning. And Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing for Mr. Musgrove?
This guy better lay off the cran-eating diet before his next hearing, because if not, he's probably looking at 10 years minimum. Judges really do not like sovereign citizens, and after watching this whole thing, it's pretty obvious why. This guy is just digging himself deeper with every word he says. Seriously, how many brain cells did you guys lose watching this? I'm honestly feeling a little lightheaded from all this cran-eating nonsense. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the judge just gave him a permanent seat in the courtroom for all the trouble he's causing. But seriously, let me know what you thought about this whole court hearing. Was this guy as ridiculous as I think? Or am I missing something? He was kind of your average sovereign citizen. Not the craziest, but definitely not easygoing either. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.